Hey everyone, what I'm going to do is walk you through the Flow Hive version 2. This is the newest version of the Flow Hive that they just released. Pre-orders for it started back in April, I believe, and I got one of the first ones that shipped out here in May. So I'm going to walk you through transferring some frames of bees from standard Langstroth hive over to the Flow Hive, and I'll walk you through the process. It's pretty simple. So we're going to go through some of the basic components here of the Flow Hive. I don't have the Flow Supers here. I actually have them in the garage because right now there's no honey flow on. It's starting, but it's not time to put on the super yet. So we'll do that at a later video. But right now, I'll just go over the basics of this and show you what it encompasses. So we have the Flow Hive top cover, which is all cedar, Australian cedar. It's really nice. Built really well, simple to assemble. It's like 6 pieces to put it together. Sturdy construction, so I think that's going to hold up really well out here in the elements compared to some of the other types of lids that you got for beehives. These Be Smart design lids are really nice. They're injection molded or roto molded, and I've had these a few years and they're pretty nice as well. But I think this would be a nice addition. It looks pretty cool too. So maybe move this into a garden at one point so you have a garden hive. And then you got your top cover, your inner lid. They actually have a plug for the top hole here. Most standard hives, I don't plug it, but in this case, I'm going to plug it up. It doesn't really make a difference if you plug it or not. So we'll plug that up. You have your lid here. Again, really nice construction. Everything seems to be assembled really well. So pretty impressed with the build quality of it. Then we have our brood box. This is a standard 8-frame brood box versus these are 10-frame. For people that don't know what that means, you have frames of bees inside here. This one's going to hold 8 large frames, where this one here is only going to hold, or it's going to hold 10. So you're going to miss out on 2 frames here, but it shouldn't make a big deal. It just means that they're going to expand a little faster inside the brood box. But it's a standard 8-frame deep brood box. It's all laser cut Australian cedar. Again, really nice quality wood. Assembly in this is super simple to do. And this is the base. The base is pretty awesome. A lot of details to it. You have the metal grid here. What this does is allows airflow under the hive, so during the warm months in the summer it actually cools the hive off. Have your little landing board right here on the front. So the landing board, you can see over here the bees are landing and then they come in the front, so this is going to be their entrance. You have adjustable legs on all 4 sides, which is awesome because out here I didn't have to put it up on blocks like I did with these. They don't have legs, so I was able to put it right in the grass, and you can see it's pretty sturdy. So we'll see how it holds up. And then also it has on the back side where you can remove this little vent. Allows more airflow through here, and then during the winter time you can actually close it off to prevent cold air from coming in. So it's pretty nice feature there. It also has a bubble level on there now on the version 2, so you can level this thing out. There's also a level on the side over here. It's hard to get a shot of, but there is a level on that side, so you can balance it front to back and then also side to side. And then back here, the tray, there's actually a tray that pulls out. This tray is for checking for any sort of pests that you might have inside the hive. So varroa mites and different types of pests will fall down here, and it's white so you can see them. So you put that in from time to time when you suspect there's mites, or during the winter time you can put it in to actually help stop the flow of air coming onto the bottom. And then all this is all removable. See, this grid here pops right out. So that's all removable. And basically you just have the base. So again, it's really nice. Australian cedar. It's built really well. So go ahead and reassemble this back together, and then we'll go ahead and start transferring some frames from this 10 frame over to here. So seems to be a nice day to transfer some frames. All right, so we got the smoker fired up. Bees are coming in and out over here, collecting pollen and nectar today. So you want to do this when it's sunny out and kind of during the day, so you have your workers, they're out flying and the hive's not going to be full of a lot of bees. You'll just have nurse bees in there. So we'll go ahead and put a little smoke in there, get them calmed down. They're pretty calm right now, but we'll smoke them and then take them out and move them over. So I like to wear a veil. Don't like getting stung in the face. Pretty calm, but they'll still sting from time to time. So at least wear a veil, especially if you're new and not familiar with bees. You definitely want to wear protection. What we're going to do is just give a little puff in the front here. Once you got a puff in the front there, we're going to give a puff around the back side. Let's get my smoker going here. Kind of went out on me. There we go. So we'll remove the block. Keeps the lids on here because these lids kind of come off pretty easy. Pop it open. Puff a little smoke in there. Get them calmed down. What we're going to do is go ahead and take the lid off of this hive and the cover. So it's ready. Pop this off. You can see the bees are up here on top. Give them a little puff there. Take your hive tool. Pop open the top, give them a little puff. These bees here, we're just going to knock down in here. That way they're off the lid. They'll be a little mad, but they'll get over it. I'm going to give these guys a little smoke. Then we need 8 frames out of here. We got 10 now, but we need 8. So start pulling them out. You'll see these have a few bees, but nothing else going on. So just knock these bees off into here. So it means we have 9 now. So usually these outside frames don't have anything, so we'll take those out. So now we have 2, 4, 6, 8 frames. So we're going to take these frames and move them exactly how they are. So we don't want to change them in any order. We want them to be exactly the same way they came out of here. So as you start taking them out, you want this to be your outside. This next one will go next to that. This next one will go over next to that. And while you're in here, you can kind of look and make sure you see your queen. Just want to make sure you don't squish her. Push the bees out of the way when you grab these. Not going to spend a lot of time looking for the queen, but if I see her, then that's good. I know she's in here. We've got 5 frames moved over. These are all good, healthy frames. Hive's doing pretty good. Didn't get stung, just got buzzed. Get off them quick, they won't sting you. And there's our queen. Turn it around here, maybe you guys can see it. Where does she go? She's moving quick on me. There she is right there. See, she's larger than the rest. She's up here laying eggs. So, she's right about there. So we want to put this frame back in. And we're going to put this last frame in. So the bees are going to start reorienting themselves with this hive, because right now they're used to going in this one, but now their house is over here. So since they're close and not too far away, the worker bees will find their way back into this hive. So they'll actually find it pretty easily. What we're going to do here is we still got a bunch of worker bees in here. We're just going to knock these guys down into this hive. So that way they're down there. I'm going to take the bottom board out of this one. Got a couple hive beetles on there, but not too bad. And then we're going to knock this. Put this to the side. So now we got all the bees in there. You can see these bees here starting to fly around the opening, and they're going to come in to the new hive. So everything's transferred over. Now we're going to go ahead and put this inner cover back on. Try not to squish the bees because they're going to be right here on the edge. Put the inner cover on, and then we're going to go ahead and put this lid on. Lid's on. We're good. It's hot out here today. So now we've got them transferred over. You can see now the bees are starting to fly in. They're starting to reorient themselves with the new hive. So they'll go over there and fly around, and then they'll realize that their hive's moved over here. So that's pretty much it. That's how you transfer some frames of bees over from another hive over to a Flow Hive. So, hope you enjoyed it.